Hey everyone, Mr. Vargas, looking to help you out with page 445. This has to deal with order of operations, something that you're going to be using for the rest of middle school and high school in your math classes. Some rules, really quickly. So the first thing that you always want to work with are groups. And that has to do with parentheses and brackets. And the second thing that you want to do is work with all of your exponents. And then the third thing is you multiply and divide from left to right. Everything from left to right if you have multiple multiplications and divisions. If you have more than one going on in the same problem, you go from left to right. And then the last thing is to add and subtract from left to right. Okay? And you'll see that kind of summed up. Maybe you've heard this before, but use this acronym to kind of help us remember, and we'll go over this a little bit more in class. PEMDAS. So it's parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Okay, and usually these two work together based on which one's left to right, multiplication and division, and these two kind of work together based on which one's first from left to right. Okay, let's look at some examples and get started. Problem number 1 from the homework assignment was 8 plus 4 minus 3. Okay, so this one only has an addition operation and a subtraction operation, so you can actually just go from left to right to figure this out. So I usually break it down. 8 plus 4 is 12, and then you're going to bring that down, minus 3, and that will get you 9. And that is your answer for that one. Moving on to number 2. Same type of problem. I'll let you guys figure that one out on your own. So you can go left to right on that to solve that. Alright, number 3. Here's where we introduce some parentheses, some multiplication, and addition all into one. So here's the problem. 7 plus 9 times, in parentheses, or the quantity of 3 plus 8. And they ask you to simplify that or find the value. So we always want to go back to our PEMDAS reference, and that said, go ahead and start with parentheses first, exponent second, multiplication and division third, addition, subtraction last. Alright, so some of you guys already are tracking with me, and you know that we're going to work with what is in the parentheses first. So we want to add 3 plus 8, and that comes out as 11. And then go ahead and write everything else the way it is. Okay, and here's where the mistake will happen. You will, some people will add 7 plus 9 first before they do 9 times 11. Well, according to our rule, we have to do multiplication and division before we do any addition or subtraction. So multiplication happens first. So you're going to take 9 times 11, and that gets you 99. Bring down everything else. And you finally get 106 when you add all that up together. Excellent. Let's go on to number 4. Number 4, we've got 15 minus 2 cubed divided by 4. Alright, you guys should be familiar with exponents by now. This does not mean 2 times 3. This means 2 times itself 3 times. So that's going to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. We can actually write that out. Okay. Order of operations tells us to work with our exponent first. So we did that here, 2 times 2 times 2, and that's just going to be 8. And we've got a minus sign, bring everything else down. Okay, the common mistake is to go left to right here and do this subtraction first. Actually, we need to do this division first. 8 divided by 2, once again because of our PEMDAS. So we do division before we do addition or subtraction. Alright, 8 divided by 4 gets you 2, and you subtract that from 15 to get 13 as your answer. Okay, a couple more. Let's go ahead and jump to number 7. Number 7 looks like a challenge. We've got 8 times 2 to the 4th minus 3 plus 8. Okay. So, order of operations, PEMDAS tells us to do what's in the parentheses first. So we really want to focus on this, what is inside of the parentheses. Now within the parentheses, the rules of order of operations apply as well. So here you're going to want to do your exponent before you do subtraction. Okay, so 2 to the 4th is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. I'm going to write that really small. Okay, so you want to do that first and then subtract. Let's go ahead and do that. You get 16 minus 3, and it's still in parentheses, and we can write everything else. Okay, order of operations tells us to work in the parentheses still, so we can subtract that. That's going to get us 13. Okay, I brought everything else down. And now we can simplify 13 since it's in parentheses. It's all by itself, so we can do the other operations. Let's go ahead and do our multiplication first and then the addition. So multiply first. 8 times 13 would get you 104 plus 8, and that makes 112 for your final answer for number 7. Alright, let's check out number 9 really quick. This is a word problem. So here we actually have a real-world problem that involves translating English into mathematical expressions to basically determine a total cost, how much money you're going to pay when you and some friends go to the movies. Okay, so it says Tyree and 4 friends go to the movies. So if you have Tyree and 4 friends, that means you have 5 people who are going to the movies, right? 5 people going to the movies. Each person buys a movie ticket for $7. So your tickets are $7 each. Okay, a snack for $5. So snacks are 5 each. Alright, and then a drink for $2 each. Okay, and they ask you to write an expression for the total cost of the trip to the movies, then find that total cost. Alright, so here we pretty much have a bunch of multiplication and addition happening. So let's write an expression. We know we have 5 people at the movies, and they're going to buy $7 tickets. So if I want to figure out that amount, all I have to do is take 5 and multiply that times 7. Okay. And I'm going to put that in parentheses because that's just my tickets. That's to buy the tickets. Alright. Now to figure out their snacks, you're going to do something similar. You've got 5 people times $5 a snack, and that'll get you how much they paid for their snacks. Let's go back. Okay, and then you're going to add that to how much they paid for their drinks. Okay, so we've got snacks here. I'm going to put an S for snacks. And drinks, I'll put a D for drinks. Okay, so you've got your tickets, your snacks, and your drinks now. You can actually do that operation. This is your expression that's going to help you find out how much money you're spending at the movies. 5 times 7 is 35. Okay, order of operations, then we go into the next set of parentheses. 5 times 5 is 25. And then you work with the next set of parentheses. 5 times 2 is 10. And you add all that up in the blue. Right there, those 3 numbers, add that up, and you will get your total cost. And I believe it's $70. $70 when you figure all that out. Okay, let's go to number 10, last one. The Molina family went to a concert together. They purchased 4 concert tickets for $25 each. So in your mind, and as you get better at this, you should automatically be thinking of writing this down as an expression. So 4 concert tickets for $25 each, that's multiplication. Okay. 3 t-shirts for $15 each. 3 times 15. And a poster for $10. So just one poster is going to cost you just $10. Alright. Write an expression for the total cost, which we already have here. Then find that total cost. Okay, we've pretty much already set up our expression. We can start solving working within parentheses first. 4 times 25 gets you 100. 4 quarters makes $1. 4 times 25 is 100. Okay, then you're going to do 3 times 15. That gets you 45. And last, you add that $10 for your poster. You can combine all that information, and that's going to get you $155 for that family going to a concert. Okay, so that's it for today. Good luck, and we'll see you next time.